Happy Mismo Monday, everybody. Welcome back to Mismo. Do you like our new intro?
Oh, yeah, you did the thing.
I did the thing.
Oh, you did a whole thing.
It's a new thing I'm trying. We'll see if it sticks, but I don't know. I feel like it offers something fun at the beginning of an episode.
I feel like what's fun is how good you've gotten at editing.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Mm-hmm. I've gotten faster. That is exciting.
So fast, so good, so creative.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. It's been, I feel like we talk a lot about how actors kind of have to be everything at this point in their careers. Mm-hmm. You know, they have to be lighting and sound and camera guy and all these things. And I feel like that's just me kind of launching in that direction. I am an editor.
We do it. We do it all.
We do it all.
The lights are up right now.
They are. And we are here. Welcome.
So you want to talk about acting today?
I do want to talk about acting today.
Yeah, good. How's it been? How you doing?
No.
Yeah, I do know.
You do know.
I do know.
It's funny. We were putting up the lights for this episode, and our lights live in our closet underneath the stairs, like Harry Potter. Mm-hmm. And you were like, you took out the lights, and you went, "Oh man, we haven't touched that self-tape background in a minute."
It's getting not literally dusty, but metaphorically real dusty.
And maybe also a little bit literally dusty.
It's away from anything Michael touches, so
yeah.
It's not as dirty as the rest of the house, but
I feel like I'm surprised that he's down here every day. He can open a door now and has not tried to open
thank goodness
that closet.
He's not watching this episode. Don't give him ideas.
I was gonna say, now that I'm saying this out loud in public, I feel like the next episode I'm gonna be like, so he opened the door.
Yeah, you definitely jinxed it. Guaranteed to open them.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
I haven't auditioned. I had some good auditions at the beginning of the year? Question. Maze.
Well, yes. I think you had some great auditions at the beginning of the year. I feel like
trying to remember.
There was a movie role that you were really excited about, and it was shooting right here, like really close to us. That would have been really cool.
Yeah. That would have been good.
Yeah, they were just like, there were
a couple
auditions.
Of commercials.
Yeah, but good ones. Exciting ones.
Yeah. You had some great stuff.
Yeah, I had some really exciting ones. And
there are two shows, one drama, one comedy, that have been calling you in a lot.
And I appreciate it. And if you're watching this, feel free to do more. I'm right here. But this is kind of, I guess, an update on the update, because I believe Love Over Money Revisited was an update from like one of the first Mismo episodes where like we were coming back for season 6, and we updated then, and now I feel like this is update 3.
Great. Good to update. You're following 2 actors here, so you're following some highs and some lows, and objectively low right now.
Yeah.
But like spirits aren't.
I
think it's the great thing about being a family and having Michael. It's like and having other things that fill our cup and creating our own work. There haven't been many auditions lately, but It's not. I guess you pointed it out, and it's like, oh yeah, I haven't auditioned, as opposed to times in the past where that would have really been more tied to my self-worth and made me feel really badly about myself.
Absolutely. I think that well, it's funny, we were in the pool with a friend of ours just a couple of days ago, and we realized you have done the most work out of all of us this year.
And that friend is famous.
But like, we're so proud of you. Like, it's so cool.
It's so funny.
It's yeah, I feel like in years past we definitely would be a little bit more sad about it. We would be a little bit more bewildered, I guess, a little bit lost, a little bit like, oh, we must have done something wrong. Like, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice that at this time in our lives, we have all of those things to keep our spirits a little bit higher than they would be, to, I don't want to say distract. Distract is not the right word, but just, like you said, other things to fill our cup a little bit.
I think Mismo allows us to create our own work it's important for us being able to, as we create for ourselves, we're not having to wait around on anything. And of course, we want to be working on big Hollywood projects where we're not doing all of the work for it, because it's a lot of work.
I'm not editing
but it's like, because we are focused on all of the things that we are building together and doing, we're almost like not noticing when nothing is being brought to us.
Yeah, 100%. I just thought it was important for us to revisit this, retouch this, because we had, like, I think it's important for everybody to kind of see, like, when we recorded that episode, we had done that really cool table read that we talked to you guys about. There had been like a few really cool things that happened at that time.
Yeah, we were feeling great.
I know we say in that episode, like, oh man, like, it really feels like it's going to be a great year. This is
2026 is our year.
This is our year. And then it has been, and we were both auditioning, and in addition to like doing all of the other cool things, and it has slowed way down, and it just feels different. I felt like that was an important thing to highlight, literally the highs and the lows of all of it. But we're doing great, you know. We're
doing great.
It's fine.
We're doing great.
It's fine.
Great.
Everything's fine.
I just read an article. They are casting the new 007.
Now listen to me. If casting directors,
it's fine. Don't even
lock in.
Here's the thing. There have been so many of the big roles that I had like dreamed of doing that have already been made, like biopics that 10 years before they got made, I was like, I would love to play that person. And then they got made and they got cast by somebody else.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm just used to it.
Yeah.
And like, there are a lot of roles that I don't get considered for. And I don't have any right to be considered for. I don't have any resume where any casting director would have any reason to consider me, know me, let alone cast me.
Yeah.
But I don't care. Until Bali High comes out into the world, there's no chance at any of these things happening. And there hasn't been any reason for anything to happen up until now. But once that's out there, then maybe there's a little bit of a chance.
You'll have footage of yourself that you can show. For anybody who is listening to this podcast and you're not an actor and you don't really know what you're talking about, when you submit for an audition, you also, a lot of actors usually submit a reel of themselves, which is just like snippets of their past work, so casting directors can kind of see, oh, this is this is the kind of work a person can do. This is the kind of work that they have done. And if you don't have a lot of, I guess I would say, recent things on your reel, or if you have a lot of like the same kind of thing on your reel, then it's like you might get typecast. It just depends. But a reel is something that you kind of send in with your audition tape for them specifically. And we have been saying that like you're correct. You haven't been considered for like all of these really, really big roles. And it's really exciting that Bali High is almost at a point where, one, the world gets to see it, but two, you'll be able to basically give casting directors a proof of concept. Like, hello, I can lead a movie. I can do, like, the things that you're asking me to do, I can do. And I don't know, I think that's a really exciting aspect of Bali High that maybe people don't really know. I think a lot of people are just like, oh, cool, you get to release a movie out into the world. And I think there's layers to why we're excited to release it.
Absolutely. Yeah, you have to show that you can do it. You have to prove it. Nobody's going to believe it until you've done it. And I think for you, Bali High is also going to be amazing because the world is going to see you play something that they've never seen you play before.
I'm not a best friend in this one. I'm not the character moving the story along.
Yeah.
It's exciting. It's I think it's going to be really, really cool. Again, we've seen a bunch of iterations of it now, and we continue to be really proud of it.
So, I don't know, when the industry... Well, okay, here's a question that I go back and forth on. Like, right now is a downtime. Is that us, or is that the industry? And it's a question that in all the downs throughout the years, like sometimes I think it's me, sometimes I think it's the industry. What are you seeing and feeling right now?
I go back and forth on it if I'm being like really honest about it. There are some days that I'm like, what did I do? Well, did I not, like you said at the beginning of the episode, I've gone in a lot of times for like certain shows and I'm like, interesting. It sounds like you guys really, were hoping that I would land a spot on this show and I somehow didn't. Like I auditioned for so many different roles and somehow didn't. So I go back and forth between like, maybe it's me, maybe it's something that I am doing or am not doing. And also knowing that like it's a weird time in the business. I know that, in terms of LA, like we're just trying to get productions back to LA. I know a few productions that have like, were planning on shooting in a different place and now they're like, no, we're shooting in LA now, which is awesome. There are studios here in LA being bought up by like Netflix and like other studios. So, there will be more sound stages. So I see the business trending in a great direction in some aspects. So there are some times where I'm like, oh, it must be like, there's not that many pilots or shows or streaming or like there's not that many things for me to audition for. But it really kind of depends on the day. It depends on a lot of things. I feel like we're both at this moment in our lives, I think, like you said, we know our self-worth a lot more now. We measure it differently now. And so when I say this, I'm not like, ugh, I'm not like, take this with a grain of salt. Mm-hmm. But, sometimes you open Instagram and it's like all of your friends have booked something. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy for them. Have I done something wrong? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But then there are other days where I can see something like that and be like, oh man, I really want to like work harder to get Bali High out and write the next thing with you and keep going so that we can show the world that we can do things like this too. So it honestly depends on the day. How about you?
I only think about that because I know that nothing is going to happen in my acting career until Bali High is out there.
Right.
I mean, but it surprises me when things stall for you.
Oh, funny.
Well, you're known. You're famous.
But yeah.
Yeah, you're known. You're established. You're good. You're very good. And people know this.
Thank you.
So when you're slow, I either think it's the industry or it's like, is your type like not what anybody's looking for right now?
I think a lot in my like really down moments. It's funny. I feel like I had a few people tell me like babies are good luck. And so there are some times
where
a lot
of that.
Yeah, there are some times where I'm like, look, we went to Bali, we went on our honeymoon, we had our baby, like we were working on other things. I was so focused on Bali High. Like, did I just not put myself out there enough? Like, was I gone from the public eye or like gone from auditions for too long and now people have forgotten about me and now I have to kind of be like, hello, I'm still here, hi. Like of course there are moments where I feel like that. Like it really just depends on the day. It's like any given day I could say it's me, I could say it's the business, I could say it's a million different things. Being an actor is wild.
Tell me more about what that really feels like, because for me, I think, I've gotten very used to being ignored. But if I got to have an experience like the type of experience I've dreamed of or the type of experience you've had a few times, and then for it to go away, I could see how that would be even harder than just maintaining the only thing I've ever known.
Right.
Is it hard to have loved and lost, or
you've never loved? It's interesting. I feel like my experience, when I think about it, only gives me hope for what could happen. Because if you haven't experienced it, and I know this because like please know that I say this, and it was 10 years that I was auditioning and grinding and working so hard before I booked True Jackson. So, like, this is not coming from a, like, I had my first audition and I booked it kind of thing. Like, I worked for, it was 10 full years since I was a child. I was 5 when I started. I was 15 when I got True Jackson VP. So I feel like I remember working so hard for so long and coming so close to so many things. I'll say specifically on the Disney Channel and on Nickelodeon, that it was so heartbreaking when I didn't get them, because I would get so close to things and then they'd be like, it was between you and somebody else and we went with the other person. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? But then when I tell you True Jackson came out of nowhere, like it didn't even come from my agent. It came from my acting coach at the time, who was like, a different student auditioned for this, but I think you would be great in this part. And I think you should call your agent and ask if you can audition for this. Like, it truly fell out of the sky. And that whole process was so wild. And the way that I booked it was so wild that because I had that experience, because after my time on Nickelodeon, I didn't work for a few years and then finally started working again, it only gives me hope. Yeah. Because I'm like, I say it to you all the time. I'm like, you just don't know where it's going to come from. It could really drop out of the sky, and like your life could change tomorrow. And so in the moments where I'm like thinking about all of the amazing successes that I've had, I'm not thinking like, oh, something's wrong with me, I'm never going to get there again. I, for some reason, have never like gone down that path in my head. I've only gone, I know it can happen again. I don't know when it's going to happen again, but like I have seen it happen in my life twice now. So I know it can happen again. And it just like, it's just knocking on all of those doors and waiting for that yes.
You've booked a lot of roles. In your mind, what one is True Jackson, and when you say twice, what's the other one?
It was True Jackson, Bucket and Skinner, like that whole 5 years on Nickelodeon that I spent. And then after that, I didn't work for like 2 or 3 years. I think I got one job. I did Baby Daddy on ABC Family in the like 3-year span. I actually got fired from another job when it like during that span. I was supposed to do an episode of Last Man Standing, and I did the table read for it, and then they ended up going a different way with the main character that I was going to be in with, and so they cut my part completely. So those were like the 2 things that I had booked. The second iteration of working for me was
the Fosters.
The Fosters, Lab Rats, and then I did a pilot with Tina Fey, which is
both of them. It's like you booked one big job, and then it led to like
the momentum, like
several years of you ride that wave.
Yeah, and it is
like even Cuckoo's Nest gave me a little wave, and then it was in a smaller scale. It was LA theater, but like that led to Into the Woods, led to Burroughs on Broadway, which I then did for 8 years.
Yeah.
And led to like several other theater things.
Exactly.
A couple little film things here and there, but like it's the one big one that
yeah, it just like it kind of sets you on your way, and like it's super unexpected, and it's like you just have to kind of hold on and be like, all right, we're doing it, we're gonna go. Yeah. And it feels so wild, but like again, because I have seen it happen to me a couple of times, I've seen it happen to my friends. Like I just know that this is why I say it all the time. The only way that you lose is if you quit.
Right.
And like
I think something we've learned too, it's like what we kind of just identified as a big job propels you out there with a certain amount of momentum. Mm-hmm. And then it's like staying power to stay out there longer. So like the further you can launch and the slower you can retract, or like more you can stay out there. And I think everything that we're doing at Mismo right now is to like
set us up,
get a big launch out there.
Yep.
Bali High is our best shot. It's our best work. It's the best we can do right now. And you're going to see it.
And it's very good.
And it's everything that we have. We gave it all. And then I think this and other things that we're trying to do are like, if that becomes an opportunity that we've self-generated, there will be reasons that we might be able to stay afloat a little bit longer this time.
Absolutely. All of these, like, we have Bali High right now, but there are so many things that there's things that we're writing, ideas that we have. There's so many things that I'm so excited for when that moment happens to us again, because I'd say the other two times that it has happened in my life where like I've gotten a big job and like gotten to ride that momentum and be on that really amazing journey. I now in my life I'm like, you didn't, girl, like what did you do with that? Like, you know, I feel like I could have learned so much from so many people. I feel like I should have been more vocal about wanting to be in writing rooms, in producer rooms. Like I just got my directing certification. Like I wish I would have shadowed more directors and asked them more questions. And I'm so excited for when things start happening for us again, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like chomping at the bit to like take advantage of those opportunities that might not really be presented to me at this moment in my life, because I'm not on a big set and I haven't booked a really big job lately. So it'll be exciting when it happens.
Yeah.
And I think I definitely don't, you know, that last episode was about like saying yes to more. And I think I don't regret that at all. I love that we said yes to more, which is just like a few months ago. And I love that we...
That's what this is.
Yeah.
I mean, they're following us as we try to run a production company and raise a family and are both actors. So yeah, I'm glad that we put that out there when things were feeling great.
Yeah.
Right now things are feeling a little bit less great.
And listen, if people started presenting us with opportunities right now, I would still say yes.
Oh yeah.
I like that piece of it hasn't changed. I'll say this is a silly thing that we've been saying yes to, but we've been invited to a good amount of plays lately.
Yeah.
And I'll shout out specifically, CTG did Here Lies Love at the Mark Taper Forum, and they also did Kim's Convenience.
Kim's Convenience was so funny.
The TV show on Netflix was based on a play, and it's
so funny.
Phenomenal.
It's great. It's great.
And I say that feels like a say yes moment to me, because we could very easily say like, we gotta hire a sitter, we gotta do the whole thing, like we don't want to. Mm-hmm. But we also know that watching good work really inspires us. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad that like that's a small thing that we've said yes to lately, but it has, I don't know, I feel like it's fueled us and given us inspiration creatively.
Sure. You gotta look for the small wins where you can.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for actors or creatives who are feeling stuck, who are feeling like the powers that be are not on their side and they're feeling frustrated?
The first one is just don't give up. It's so cliche, and you're probably rolling your eyes listening to or watching this, hearing me say don't give up. Easier said than done, but truly don't give up. Like I said, the only way you really lose here is if you quit. If you really love it, don't give up. I also think we're rewatching Grey's Anatomy right now. And that is a show that I've loved since the beginning. I love Shonda Rhimes. I love Grey's Anatomy. And that's something that I haven't rewatched it in a really long time. So it's very exciting to me to rewatch that, because I am seeing things as an actor. I'm seeing things as a writer now, as a producer. I get to see it kind of in a different light. And that is definitely sparking me creatively. So I'd say like if there are movies that you love, TV shows that you love, anything to spark that creative fire underneath you again, even though maybe the world is saying no to you, like keep that fire as lit as you can, I think is one thing. And also, I tell my students this all the time, don't be afraid to live your life at this moment. Like, go see your friends, go hang out with your family, like go do your day job, because the experiences that you have in life will only feed into your acting and into your scenes and into your characters as you keep going. Even though nothing is happening in your career at this moment, stockpile all of those experiences and they'll come in handy eventually. How about you? Any advice?
I like the serenity prayer a lot.
Yeah.
So just control the things that you feel that you can control. For me, that's other businesses where I can actively move the ball forward, or projects that we're creating, or
Yeah.
But there's a lot that you cannot control. And it took me a long time to accept that. And it was very difficult to decipher when it was my fault and when it's just, this is the industry, this is the life. And then, I mean, you look at successful people around you and you're like, I mean, there's really, really incredible actors who have not worked much in the last decade.
Yeah.
You know, and you just feel a little bit better about it all.
Going back to our growth episode and the favorite ways we've seen each other grow, I'll say again, this is one of my favorite ways I've seen you grow. Just because it's hard. It's a hard thing as an actor to let go, to just relinquish, to literally let go and let God.
Yeah.
Like, it is so hard because I think I speak for both of us. Our careers mean so much to us, and we want to do it right, and we want to do well, and we want to succeed, and we want all these things. So it is really difficult to kind of just be like, and it's been amazing to watch you go through that.
I was never able to do that in my 20s, but I will say there is a piece of that is okay and has been valuable for me. And the piece is I was never willing to be a starving artist.
Wow.
And I was never willing to be so financially like oh my God, because I don't trust this industry like that. I like this job. I like acting a lot, but now I have a son. I don't trust you. Hollywood, I just don't. So
that's so real. That's so valid.
Again, my advice is if you can open up multiple streams of revenue for yourself, go ahead and do that when Hollywood is ignoring you, and financial stability will just...
It only works in your favor.
It's just better to be financially stable. Yeah. I mean, there's enough instability otherwise, but yep. Get a job that contributes to a 401k, actors. Get a job that matches and contributes to that 401k.
Louder for the people.
Put in 10% of that paycheck, okay?
Yep. Be smart with your money. That's great advice. That is great advice.
It's stressful. So anything you can do to keep yourself calm, and just if you can have the self-awareness like I do of, I just cannot be. That's just, and especially with Michael, with you and Michael, gotta have that money.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. It's true. The mental load of the finances, the fact that like you have a day job, I have a day job, like the fact that saying that we're not worried about money is a silly thing. Of course we're worried about money, but like knowing that we are financially stable enough is a piece of the mental load that like we don't necessarily have to like be white knuckling our way. You know what I mean?
Remember at the beginning of this episode when I was like, we haven't had an audition in a while, and like that sucks, but it's fine. What if this was our only way of supporting ourselves?
Yeah. This episode would be very different right now.
Different episode.
We'd be like, we'd be like, our GoFundMe is in the link underneath this video.
Michael hasn't eaten in weeks.
No. Not Michael. Michael's eaten plenty.
Michael's good. He's eating very well.
Anybody following that saga after he got the blood drawn?
Oh my God.
From a few episodes ago, it's like he understood, like, oh, if I don't gain a lot of weight, like, I'm gonna have to do that again. Absolutely not. He has eaten like a freaking king.
He really has.
Since then, he is crushing food every day.
Yes, he really has. I can't wait for his next weigh-in. He's gotta be heavier now.
My arms say yes. Anything more on acting before we make our way to the end?
To say something positive about the industry, we're very happy with our SAG-AFTRA president, Sean Astin.
Yeah.
Doing a great job.
Yes. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We appreciate the fact that we are not as close to a strike as we were in 2023 when we actually did go on strike. Thank you for negotiating early so that we could make sure that we got a deal.
Very complicated times right now. Given AI that's been in the news, whether you're an actor or not, you've probably heard about how that's affecting the entertainment industry, and I'm very happy with how Sean Astin is navigating that, and streaming services and all the different things that you hear about in the news. I think he's doing a great job. I feel great.
Yeah, me too. I think for me the main concern in the strike before, and also just like in this contract, were just residuals for streaming, because a lot of the things that I have done are on a streaming platform right now.
Right.
And it's like, I feel like I still get comments of people who are like, I just watched it, like, you must get so many residuals from that. And I'm like, no, I don't. I don't get anything from True Jackson. I don't get anything from Bucket and Skinner. But like, there are other shows that I'm on that could give me residuals, and I'm hopeful that like he's kind of fixed that.
You just reminded me I have 4 cents upstairs that I need to cash.
We're eating good tonight.
Let's go, baby.
I guess I just want to say that while it is slow at this time, I'm still hopeful that like we'll get more auditions this year and like be able to be on a big set, you know. I think you've already been on a set this year. Congrats. Did it early in the year for multiple days. We saw another screening of it today. It was very exciting, very good. Congratulations again. But like, yeah, I think it's not too late for the auditions to come in, and
it's only May.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. It's
plenty of time.
Plenty of time for something to happen. It's just, I think it was wintertime and we were like, oh yeah, beginning of the year, this is awesome.
Okay. So they say there's no more pilot season.
Yeah.
But don't you think that's been fairly cyclical, that things feel really great still from like January to March?
Yeah.
And then don't you still feel a dip and then like a lengthy summer? Sometimes you get one like random thing, but it's often like what you book in the summer is often like not really directly. Like you book that hot dog commercial and like there was that Facebook thing that time. Like summer is random. Summer you just have to like survive.
Yeah.
And then the fall, often just like what used to be episodic.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes there is still like a little bump around September, October. Yes. November, and then everybody goes away for the holidays.
Like end of summer and fall is when I started shooting All American. It's when I booked Modeled with Love and went to Canada. Like
that one year, that was great.
Yeah, there was a couple years where I was like, every birthday of yours, I was like working.
Yeah, so everybody says there's no calendar in Hollywood anymore because pilot season isn't a thing, but it still kind of feels like it is.
I think so too. I will say specifically this year, because I feel like for the past few years, January's come around and everyone's been like, it's going to be so many auditions. And then it hasn't been. This is the first year in a long time where I felt like, oh my God, like this is pilot season again. Like we were getting auditions all the time. Like sometimes it would be like, nothing for a week. And then like in one day I'd get 3 emails from my agent and they were like, you have 3 self-tapes to do. I was like, oh my God.
Your year of 6 pinnings was all like beginning of the year until like end of March.
Yes.
All the pinnings.
Yes. It was madness. It was chaos. I loved it. It's great. I think we'll get back to...
It's also, maybe it's like actors are just optimistic, or like... Is optimistic the right word? We love like, this is our year. This is going to be the year.
Maybe it's just something we have to tell ourselves so that we don't
ramp it up.
We don't end up
so you don't quit.
Yeah, so you don't quit.
You have to just keep not quitting.
Yeah. And that's why I'm saying, like, that's why when you're like, oh, when you think of your experience, like, does it bum you out, or like, is it inspiring? And like, it is inspiring, because I'm like, it could be the year. It could be. You don't know. Like, could be great. Yeah. I love it.
We're great.
We're great.
In summary,
we're fine.
We're great. We're fine. Everything is fine.
Any fun family like Michael updates or anything before we get out of here?
A million. He rode a fire truck.
He rode a fire truck, you guys.
He is. Hold on.
Oh, we're doing it. We're getting the hat.
Michael would want you to know about this. My son is now a junior firefighter And he believes this with his whole heart, and he takes his new profession very, very seriously. And this hat
represents his life's work.
And it upgraded his vocabulary.
It did.
Because he used to call it a wee-wee, because a fire truck goes wee-wee-wee. And now, this is his firefighter hat. Okay. So, that's how we're doing.
In summary, he's doing great.
Everything's fine.
He's a little bean. He turns 2 in less than a month. That's wild.
Yeah.
Well, I'm interested to see how our update goes in just a few months. Maybe we'll sit here and say nothing has changed and there haven't been a lot of auditions, and maybe you're going to see us here and we'll be like, we booked a huge gig. We're really excited to show you guys.
I think it should be you next again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm willing to wait for Bali High to come out. I'm like expecting that. But I am surprised at how long it has been since you have worked on a big set. And like, you stay ready. You're great at this job. And you should be working so much more than you are.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I will. It'll happen again.
Yes, definitely.
I'm hopeful.
Okay.
Well, good night, everybody.
Good night.